Don't forget to spot Christmas Latana somewhere in this video for your chance to win 2,500 V-Bucks at the end of the month. Don't forget, don't put the timestamp down or you may not be included. Just describe where he is at some point in this video for your chance to be entered in the draw. Good luck, guys. Hey up troops, welcome back to the Latana Army. I'm Lit and this is Fortnite Save the World, and we've actually recently just had a dev update which I want to talk to you about at the minute. Now first of all, just what I want to do is apologise for the camera, because if you have just a quick look at the weather report right here in Sheffield as we speak, this is it right now. So it's actually 5 degrees and it is gloomy, it's rainy, it's cloudy, so the camera's not going to be great. The light on the camera is not perfect. But what I do want to do is just go through this a little bit. So what I want to do is actually watch the dev review and then just talk through each individual bit and just get our take on it and see what we actually think here at the Latana Army to see if we think this is a good update or not. There's been a lot of hype around it and I want to see just why. Okay, here we go.
Hey everyone, Nick here with another Save the World update.
Hi,
Let's
Nick.
get started.
They're always good openers what they have on these, which is always great. I would like a new cinematic, that would have been great, like a Christmassy one. But okay, what we got, Nick?
7.
Alright, so before we even start there, that is huge news already. I mean, to say that we've only just had Canney Vally Act 2, I've not even finished it yet. I've been doing it on live streams to work through it with you guys. We've already got Canney Vally Act 3 coming already. Now, I know Epic Games said that, you know, they wanted the game to go free release by the end of this year, but already to see, you know, just to see those words on screen already, Canney Vally Act 3 is absolutely huge. And I think, personally, I think that just shows how much Epic are really putting into this game. And I think that's what they're wanting to show us. The fact that they invited Allura SC, Criddle, Cylon, and all the guys over to the Epic Games Studios, I think is actually a huge step to show that they do care about the game and they're wanting to push it forward. It's nice to see some actual action now coming forward. So it just shows that I think they probably did all the Canney Vally Act 2 and Act 3 all in one go, but this is absolutely great. So let's hear what they've got to say about that.
0.0 will be shipping Canney Vally Act 3. This will wrap up what we're calling the Stand and Fight campaign. This campaign takes us from the moment you activate home base up until the first truly decisive battle against the storm.
Okay, so truly decisive battle against the storm. I would love to know what that is. To me, that's the first little hint of a boss fight, right? It's gotta be.
While Canney Vally Act 3 will wrap up the Stand and Fight campaign, this is not the end of story in Fortnite. We still have mysteries to solve, heroes to meet, and battles to fight. Fortnite isn't a story about survival, it's a story about building a better world. And if the husks on the map are any indication, we've got a long way to go. We believe the home base you've built will be a hub for storytelling for years to come. And our narrative team is hard at work creating event and story content for new players and elder players who've been with us since day one. We will dig deeper into this in the near future with the blog, so keep an eye out.
Okay, so there's quite a lot to actually go on there. I mean, looking at that, I mean, they're saying that they're going to look after the old players and the new players as well. We were talking on Reddit about, and I've started to use a pseudonym in Reddit just because of all the flaming. YouTubers don't really get supported very well on Reddit. So what I've actually done, I've just gone into this pseudonym, which is great because I can actually talk more about the game more from a neutral kind of standpoint. And what's great is we were talking in there, you know, about how some people really like the OG status. So when people had the original Gravedigger and then the new the Gravedigger came out again, same with the Hydra, a lot of people are saying that the old weapons should stay the old weapons and that's how they should always be, so that the newer players never get a chance of that. But you've got to remember, this game is not going to survive without that new player influx into the game. But overall, I think that's pretty good. The fact that the story's fleshing out, and it clearly, you know, it clearly shows on there. I think it clearly hints towards the fact that they are going to be developing this even further in towards Twine. So let's just have a look what's next.
You asked for the ability to craft schematics at lower tiers, and we're happy to say that it's coming in 7.10. As an example, if you evolved a schematic to 3 stars, you'll soon be able to craft the 1 or 2 star versions of that trap or weapon using the same schematic. If you're playing at a lower level or just want to save those precious higher level materials for future use, down tier crafting's got your back.
Perfect.
We're super excited about this feature and looking forward to your feedback.
You see, now that is great. Down tier crafting is fantastic because a lot of the time I like to use a Silent Spectre, as you guys know, or the Tiger, but it would be great to be able to craft a 106 or even a lower level weapon for when I'm like farming. For example, when you go back into Canney Valley or even Plankerton to farm the epic perk up or to farm reperk and things like that, it seems a little crazy taking a 130 into there when, you know, potentially I've got all the mats to make it lower. I could make it lower before, but then because I'd upgraded the weapon, I could no longer make the lower tier version, and this will be be great for storing mats and things like that. Again, that's another thing that came up on Reddit a long time ago, many months ago, and I think it's great that they've actually listened to the community and they've actually put that in there. A lot of these updates for me so far are actually talking about where they've actually taken ideas from the, from the Save the World community as a whole, and they're implementing them. Not many developers actually do that, so I think this is actually good news. Ooh,
the
Frost
holidays
Night.
are almost here, and that means Fortnite is getting in on the holiday spirit. In 7.10, we're introducing a new mode called Frost Night. You and 3 friends will battle the storm and the elements.
Looks so
Gather
cool.
resources, build defenses, keep your blue glow furnace burning hot, and you just might survive the long frosty night. We're having a blast playing this already and can't wait for you to join in on the fun.
Nice.
And now we wanted to give you a little behind-the-scenes peek at something we've been working on for...
Just before he gives us that behind-the-scenes peek at something that they've been working on for a while, one thing that I just think is great is the fact that they've got this new Frost Night like event that's in there. We really needed that. I think the issue was the Fortnitemares event was a bit of a flop this year, and not that it was wrong the first time around, it just wasn't as good this time around because a lot of us had seen it before. I think it was great for new players, but even then on Reddit the same, and even in the Discord, a lot of new players found it a little bit meh, and I think that it's time for Epic to kind of step up the game. The fact they're putting a new game mode in is absolutely great. I hope that they put out new heroes and weapons during that time. I know we've got the hydraulic weapons coming back pretty soon, and things like that, and the scavenger sets are coming back in soon, which is great. It's great because I missed the scavenger set, most of them, and the scavenger set's great as well, like pick up weapons. The weapons are low durability, but for just pick up and play weapons, especially for new players, like accessing the game early on who don't want to use a ton of mats up, the scavenger set's are absolutely great. But the fact they're putting a new mode in here is really promising. So let's just have a look at this behind the scenes stuff that they're working on then. Because this is the huge talking point at the minute.
Canney Vally Act 3. Check it out.
Okay. Okay, so that has got a lot of people are speculating now on what that's for. Some people are saying it's for a cinematic that's going to be at the end of Canney Vally Act 3, kind of to, transition yourself into the Twine Peaks story. Other people are saying, and the big talking point at the minute, is that this potentially could be for a huge boss fight that we're going to have that we've not seen just yet, and that would be so good. But we'll have to just wait and see. At the minute, it is all pure speculation, and you can tell from the way that Nick actually explains it just now, he's not going to give us anything away just yet.
Sounds chilling. I wonder why we recorded that.
Chilling.
And as always, we're building this world together, and we want to know what you think. Thank you for joining the fight, and we'll see you next time.
Okay then, so that's everything that we've got so far. There's quite a lot to get our teeth into there. There's the Frost Night event that's coming up. There's the music that we think potentially could be for a boss fight or some huge cinematic at the end. We don't know just yet. I mean, I would take either, to be honest. I think the cinematic to flesh out the story would be absolutely great. And he said it sounds chilling as well, so that makes me think of, potentially that's going to be like a storm boss or something like that. I hope it's not just a giant reskinned husk or something like that, or a giant husky husk. I hope it is actually a complete new skin of something. But you know what? It does sound like they're really getting the teeth into this now, and they really are making Fortnite Save the World move, which I think is promising for us all. I think we can all look forward to that, and it's, it could be pretty exciting from what they've said up to now. But let me know your take down below, guys. I would absolutely love to know. What do you think that the music's for? Are you looking forward to the new Frost Night event? There's just a ton of things coming up. Is the Canney Valley thing too soon? I mean, the sooner they get the Canney Valley thing out of the way, then they can start working on the Twine Peaks area. That means 2019 could be all about, the new biome for Twine. That could be awesome, and I don't even know what that's going to look like, but the new biome for Twine Peaks could be absolutely phenomenal. They've got so much scope what they could do with that. It's quite exciting just to even think about. So they've got the Frost Night event, they've got the potential Twine story for next year. There's lots and lots of different things. So let me know your take down below. I'd love to know your theories down below, and to actually see what you think's going to come up next. But we could sit and speculate all day. We're going to leave it there for now. I'll look forward to reading your comments tonight, as I always do. If you're not part of the Latana army already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching this, guys.